What's up, everybody? How are you? This is Ryan Derks. I'm coming to you live from my new office, which is my living room. If you guys saw the announcement yesterday, Pete Mundo and I are going to be having a conversation. We've been going back and forth. We were trying to get into the studio, but quarantine, baby. So be patient. We have him on right here. Be on any minute. So I know that everybody's talking about the, let me mute this a little bit better. Everyone's talking a lot about the coronavirus and all this drama, and you know, for good reason. It's crazy. I'm actually reading right now. Jack Cashill, great author, Kansas City native, journalist, author. He's actually writing right now about. I just got posted this morning on American Thinker. Reflections on a Century of Junk Science. He's not so happy. He will actually be on the show here this afternoon. Tune in today, right here at 1 p.m. You know, just like you guys working from home, we got to make do. We got to get creative here. So we're doing what we can. Any moment we'll be on live with Pete Mundo. So I'm going to turn this up.
Derks. Ryan is running for Congress, looking to be the Republican nominee against Emanuel Cleaver in this upcoming 2020 election. Ryan, great to have you on. Really appreciate the time. And let's start off with just what is happening right now on the ground in Washington, D.C., and what's happening with this potential stimulus bill in Congress. What do you make of how this has played out and where you'd like to see things go from here?
Yeah, Pete, absolutely. It's chaotic. I'm coming to you from my new home office, which is my living room. But first things first, I just want to give a shout out to my grandma. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday. But what's going on, Pete? Absolutely. It's crazy right now, Pete, because, you know, I was on the phone yesterday with a good friend of mine. He's been in the world of finance for many decades, very accomplished, successful, well-respected man. And he was saying this is surreal. Never seen anything like this. The stock market is down in 3 weeks, what it took 3 months to do in 2008. The Federal Reserve is talking about overnight lending to the banks what it did back in 2008. The mainstream media, I can't make heads or tails of if this thing is serious or not. And then you look at the leadership up in Congress, and these people who have been up there for 30 or 40 or 50 years, they don't care, Pete. They don't care. And like you said a moment ago, you were going over a lot of the Green New Deal nonsense and the Planned Parenthood fund or the abortion funding in this, and we just need a one-page bill. I mean, obviously it'll be more difficult than that, but how can this be such a complicated topic? Is there not just one thing we can come together on? Like 80% of the private market is on the brink of default. 80% of American citizens are on the brink of default. And here we can't even come to terms on one thing. It's cultural, Pete. It's cultural. It's really frustrating. It's cultural, and no wonder we're fighting amongst ourselves. Look at our leaders up in Congress.
Ryan, as you see this unfolding in Congress, and you know the plan, I guess, is for the stimulus bill to get through sometime in the next couple of days. I mean, if you right now, the American people need help, but there's a lot of junk potentially in this bill. What would you do?
I would stand there, and I would stand just like I'm doing right now. I'm live streaming on Facebook right now to all of my followers. I would sit there in front of them and I would say, America, you guys have been really, really patient. I mean, I've talked to a lot of clients, a lot of local people. People say, I'm willing to tighten my belt for a couple of weeks if that's what it takes. But I would tell them the truth. You guys, your Congress is corrupt. It's completely bought out. They do not care. Nancy Pelosi clearly does not care. Go line by line. In fact, if you've watched on Twitter, quite a few congressmen and their staffers have been going line by line and exposing just how much corruption and trash has been put into this citizen bailout, if you want to call it that.
But you're filibustering a little bit on us there, Ryan. Would you vote for it or no, based on what you know?
Oh, okay, excuse me. Let me be clear. No, I would not vote for it until we can get some clear, make sure that the American citizens know just how corrupt it is. This is a bailout. Okay, so this is a bailout, but it's also a very unique situation. It's not like we were all being silly and gambling and we went bankrupt. We're going on a national lockdown to beat a global pandemic, the CDC is calling it. So I think that is a unique situation where a bailout or a type of a stimulus. But Pete, if you look at the stimulus, it's only a two week deal. Have you seen that where they're expecting that what they're about to pay out will only last 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean it'll last different people, different periods of times, right? I mean someone who's getting whatever it is, $1,500, $2,000 in New York, it's going to go a lot faster than somebody getting that kind of money in Kansas City, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Ryan Derks joining us. He is running or looking to be the Republican nominee against Emmanuel Cleaver this fall. Ryan, why? You know, Emmanuel Cleaver's locked down the seat for a very long time. He's had complete control of it. Nobody's really been close to beating him in a general election since he's held the seat. So why could you do it? Why could Ryan Derks be the guy to flip Emmanuel Cleaver's seat in a seat that's been, very heavily in his favor for a long time?
Yeah, that's a really good question. In fact, almost everyone asks me that. But Pete, I wouldn't have put my name out there. I wouldn't have done this if I didn't think that this was the actual time that Emmanuel Cleaver could be beat. When President Trump took office three and a half years ago, I was in support. I voted for him. I was a little hesitant just because of what politics are and politicians do. But in 3 years, what that man has been able to achieve across the country, taxes, trade, social issues, across the board. While he's not a perfect guy, he's been doing a damn good job for this country. And even with all of that said, for 3 years he's had to endure fake Russia nonsense, fake impeachment nonsense, all sorts of pushback. And then last fall, Emmanuel Cleaver voted to impeach him and erase all of that. And I think a lot of Kansas City and District 5 and Americans see right through that nonsense. And they, in fact, I've gotten a ton of emails of people who tell me, and in fact have donated to the campaign, saying that they are moderates or they are lean Democrat, but they just cannot do this anymore. This culture of not taking responsibility, this culture of corruption, this culture of just going along with whatever the permanent political class says. People are over it, Pete. People are over it. I've never been in politics. I have no desire to be a career politician. I support term limits, even if that means terming me out. Let's just put some fresh faces in there, and I think America's ready for that.
He is Ryan Derks. He is running 5th District of Missouri. He would like to be the Republican nominee against Emmanuel Cleaver. Ryan, you're on Twitter, right? I found you there. This is Derks, and how else can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, my Facebook page is where I'm really active as well. It's Ryan Derks, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. Or you can just go to www.ryanderks.com. That's got all, it's important. You want to read my issues. They're all right there. I've got them very, very detailed. That you can find me everywhere. So follow me, and then I'll find you eventually. Pete? Cool. All right, I think it's over. I guess that's how it ends. I guess let me go back. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see, that was what, a little intro, little 10-minute intro there. So we'll have to tune back into 7:10. Let's just hit the listen live button. Well, you guys, I think that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. Check it out. It should be on his, we'll just hit this button here. Unless it's going to play some ads before.
Ryan, that is our fault. Not my fault. I'm not going to take blame for it, but that is our fault. And Ryan's Facebook page, just search, I found it here. He's live on Facebook right now. Search Ryan Derks, and you will find his Facebook page there right now. He actually was Facebook Living this conversation, so the guy's certainly ahead of the curve technologically. Ryan, we apologize for that. But yes, his Facebook page is Ryan Derks. Search it there, and we'll be in touch with him as, as the cycle rolls along. We haven't had a lot of people running lately on the show for obvious reasons. I mean, the 2020 election is not at the top of people's minds, but Ryan's been a guy that I've been in touch with for a few weeks. Good guy. Was curious to see how, what his message was going to be to you, the listeners, and you just heard it right there from him. So he's on Twitter at This Is Derks. He's on his Facebook page. Just search Ryan Derks. You'll be able to pull it up there. 5767710. The markets continue to surge, thinking that the stimulus bill is going to go through.
All right. So you guys saw it. Looks like there must have been technical difficulties, I guess. Pete's a good dude. I'm not upset. Yeah. Oh, hang on one second. Let me actually mute. 1 second, everybody. Hello, this is Ryan. What's up, Matt? It's okay. Just tell Pete I'll call into his show going in the future, and he'll hear me randomly, but no hard feelings.
Great. Yeah, we're going to do you for a few weeks, and I just pushed the wrong button. Still trying to work on anything new?
All right, yeah, no problem. I thought it was something I said. I'm glad to hear it was just yeah, absolutely, no problem, my man.
Yeah. All right, Brian, we appreciate it. I'll pass that on to Pete.
All right, you bet. See ya.
Yep, nice day.
Bye. All right, everybody. Well, that was it. Technical issues, whatever. They did move to a new studio about like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it happens. But I've talked to Pete in person before, and he did say exactly what he mentioned right there. He is swamped. There's so much newsworthy stuff right now. But he did say, hey, man, call into the show anytime randomly on anything I'm talking about. We'll talk for a moment or two. So keep tuned in. We'll keep talking. But that's it right now. Thanks, everybody. See ya.